Hey all you Ettins out there, CJ here, and the newest game from Stonemaier Games, Wyrmspan, has hit the shelves today. If you're familiar with Wingspan, which I'm sure you are, it is a very similar game to that, but instead of birds, you're attracting dragons to your dragon grotto. So we figured we would crack open a copy and show you what all the game comes with, and then give you a quick rundown on how to play. So let's take a look. First off, if you are familiar with Stonemaier Games, you know that they don't ever skimp on their art, and Wyrmspan is no exception. This art is absolutely gorgeous. But let's get into what comes in the box. You've got your rules for solo play here. It also came with bags to keep everything separated. This is my copy of it, so I've already punched everything out and separated everything out. But it even came with these. These were empty. So we've got our money coins, or I'm sorry, our silver coins for money, and your multiplier coins. And then these are all the different coins for your different resources, be it gold, milk, meat, or crystal. And those are all the different things that you use to attract your dragons to your cave. So in here, we've got the different guild cards. You will choose one of these at random at the beginning of the game, and this just kind of helps determine some different ways to get victory points at the end of the game. One side is for 2 to 3 players, the other side is for 4 to 5 players. Got a nice pad of score sheets to tally everything up at the end of the game. Let's see here. Got our first player marker. This gets passed around from player to player. And these are, I don't remember what they're called. So when I get down into the instruction booklet, I'll tell you. But you pick a number of these at random at the beginning and lay them out, and they are objectives for you to meet while you're playing. That way, every time you play the game, it's not exactly the same, right? These are your cave cards. Crystal on the back. And these are what you lay down in your caves when you have excavated an area of the cave. And you get to choose which one you get. You get handed these at the beginning, and there's ways to draw them and things like that. These are all the different dragons that you could possibly call into your cave, all the different things you can attract. And they've all got different abilities, different names, different temperaments. This one is a friendly roughed red dragon hatchling, but he's actually aggressive. This is the resource cost, so you would have to spend an egg and 3 milk to bring him in. This tells you which one of your caves you're able to put him in, and we'll go over that when I get the game laid out to show you how to play. But yeah, there's a ton of these guys. Just like in Wingspan, we've got a bunch of eggs that you use to hatch dragons and things like that. Bunch of different colors. They don't matter. The color doesn't matter. It's all just so they don't all look exactly the same, but they're nice little wood pieces. And you've got your various meeples and markers and all of that kind of stuff. This is just for laying out in the center of the table. It tells you, where to keep your you keep your dragon deck and your cave deck off to the side, and then these are laid out for you to sort of draft card mat. Got the different books. We'll look at those in a second. These are some cards that go to the solo mode. And then these are your reference cards, so you don't have to always be digging through the book to look for things. This is your round tracker. This also goes out in the middle. This is where those objective tokens would go that you draw randomly at the beginning. You just lay them down, and so that way you know in the first round, this is kind of something that you're going for, and this is the points that you can get for it. And all the way in till you hit the fourth round, which is the maximum number of rounds that you play in a game of Wyrmspan. This is where that Dragon Guild card would go. Throughout play, you've got extra markers, and you might end up moving that marker around, and whatever you land on or whatever you even pass through is what you're going to get. So this would get you an egg, this would get you a meat resource, this would let you draw a dragon card, etc. And then we've got 5 of these beautiful, let me see if we can make sure you can see the whole thing, player mats. That's the back side, and this is where you're going to keep track of what you are doing in the game. They all look exactly the same, but you've got your 3 different caves, you've got your Crimson Cavern, your Golden Grotto, and your Amethyst Abyss from top to bottom. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the box. Let's take a look at the books real fast. You got your really nice instruction booklet, and this is printed on really nice quality paper. And since I have run through this game a little bit already, I can say that the rules are very easy to follow and they make a lot of sense. Then you've got just a really cool book on dragon facts that tells you everything about all the different dragons that come in that giant deck. And of course, you've got some really cool sketches in there. The art, again, just beautiful. Yeah, let's take a look at how to play. So this is how you set up your player mat. You choose your player token color. I've decided to go with green. And you're going to put your little meeple dude here on the thing that says base camp. Everybody starts with 1 egg, 6 silver coins, and everyone draws 3 dragon cards and 3 cave cards. I've got them face up here just so you can see. And then what you do is you choose 4 out of those 6 cards and discard the rest. Based on the cards that I chose, which are these guys right here, I just kind of picked them at random. Now you're going to choose 3 resources of your choice. It can be all 3 of one of each, 2 of one, 1 of each, or 2 of one of the other. It doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is, it looks like I would need meat, crystal, and gold. The best idea, I think, honestly, would be just I'll take a meat and 2 crystals, so I know that I can bring out the oracular dragon early on. And everyone would go around the table and do that. So I've got this kind of set up as a 3-player game, although I don't have anyone else. Everyone places their guild token right here on the start area of the Dragon Guild. After shuffling up the dragon cards and the cave cards, you will draw the top 3 and place them right here. And once everyone has set up their player mat and you've got this set up, it is time to start the game. The game is played in 4 rounds, and a round consists of every player taking one action and then moving to the next person until everyone passes. Once there's a time that maybe you don't have the money to play a card, or you don't have a cave card to play, or something like that, and you pass, then it goes to the next person, and once everyone passes, that is the end of a round. So, the things that you can do on your turn: you get to select one action, which is excavate, entice, or explore. Now, if you want to excavate, what you're going to do is you're going to look at your cave cards, and you're going to choose one of your caves, and you're going to place it at the leftmost unexcavated area. Now, you're probably asking, why didn't I place it here? Well, the entrance to each cave is automatically excavated for you, and therefore does not require an excavation card. In order to excavate, you will pay 1 coin for the first one, 1 coin plus an egg to do the second one, or 1 coin plus 2 eggs to do the third one. Now, I'm not gonna get into all of the details of all the little rules in this, because I don't want this video to get too boring. So I'm just giving you guys kind of the rundown here. Now, if you want to entice, you would pay 1 coin plus the base cost of this dragon. So let's say it's come back around to me and I want to entice a dragon. Well, I would need an excavated area, which means I can put him there or there now. And I will pay the 1 meat and 2 crystals, and I'm gonna go ahead and put him right here. And we will pay those, and we'll go ahead and get rid of the silver from where I did that earlier as well. One thing I failed to mention is each of these dragon cards will have these 3 spots right here. If they are colored in, that's telling you which one of your caves you can place that guy in. So as you can see, I could put him in the Crimson Cavern or the Amethyst Abyss, but not the Golden Grotto. He also has 4 egg areas, which means as I gain eggs, if I don't have any dragons, you can only store up to 2. But since I have him, he can actually hold 4. Now let's say it comes back around to me and I want to explore. What I would do is I would take my little dude, and starting right here, you can do this on any of them, right? But we're gonna start here. So I put him on this little guy here, and that means I immediately gain 1 resource of my choice. So I'm just gonna grab a meat, and then I'm going to move forward, okay, to the next one. Now landing on this one means I get to move my shield in the Dragon Guild. So I'll move it forward, and I would immediately grab an egg. Now, as you can see, there's a stop sign here. Once your guy gets far enough that he hits a stop sign, as you can see, a dragon would cover it up. That's the last bit of exploring he can do. He's got to go back to base camp. Now, the first time you explore, it's going to cost you 1 coin. The second time you explore, it's going to cost you 1 coin and an egg. The third time you explore, it's going to cost you 1 coin and 2 eggs. Now, when I say those times, that is times in a round. So if it goes back around to me and I want to explore that cave again, that would be the second time. Once you're in the second round, it starts over. And you will do these 3 things until everyone has gone and cannot do that any longer. Now you may be asking, what are these for? How do you get them? Well, if you land on something that says you draw a dragon card, or draw a cave card, or possibly if you might have another card that says for you to draw one, you will pick one out of this right here, and then you will refresh it. Once everyone has gone and can no longer make any moves and has passed, you will then look at the round board and you will tally up scores. You will do the things that it says, and you will move it to the next round. And then the first player marker goes clockwise to the next person, and you start over. And once you've done this 4 times, you tally up all of your points and see who wins. Now, I know there are a lot of other little things on here that I didn't explain, and that's just because I wanted to keep this video fairly brief. But I think if you've played Wyrmspan, then you kind of know what you're getting into, and you're gonna enjoy this game. And if you haven't, well, it's a pretty great game, and I think that you will enjoy it anyway.
And there we go. A quick overview of the new game from Stonemaier Games, Wyrmspan. If you've been looking forward to playing this game as much as we have, I know that you're going to absolutely love this game. We've got plenty of copies on the shelf. Just hit the shelf today. And we've got our demo copy if you want to take a look at it, maybe run through a game or two and make sure you like it. But yeah, other than that, why don't you come see us and we'll get you hooked up. Etten Games, your adventures begin here. Thanks, guys.